What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers. And I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. I already told you about this whole Malik Yoba nonsense, and I'm sure a lot of you heard this dude found himself on the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1 over here in New York. I don't even know where to begin. Listen, that video that Malik Yoba is, he's out here explaining what his stance is, and he's doing all this extra shit. It's like, dude, we understand what you are. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? When you start doing the most, is because you're trying to cover some shit up. And I've been telling you about this type of shit for years. I've been telling you, when you got dudes doing extra shit, there's always something with that dude. And like I said in my last video, I think that this Negro is just trying to avoid allegations. He's trying to cover up the allegations that he was dealing with some transgender. I'm not sure if the transgender person was underage or whatnot. I think honestly, to me, I think he's trying to virtue signal and Kevin Spacey his way out of the whole nonsense. All right. So that's just my 2 cents on that. But what I want to talk about is this interview on the Breakfast Club. Let me say this. I could not watch the whole thing. I did not watch the whole thing. It was very bad. It was so bad. And I couldn't take it. I don't think I got through more than 20 minutes of that shit. It was just sad. Malik Yoba is so far beyond gone. It's not even funny anymore. You look at that actual the ratio, the likes to dislikes of that Breakfast Club video. My God, let me say this. Some of my faith in humanity just came back. Just a little bit of my faith, because I'm glad that people were standing up and saying shit about this shit. I mean, granted, it kind of pisses me off that a lot of y'all are kind of late to the party when it comes to that shit. But I'm glad that at least it took this for people to stand up, particularly my people, American blacks. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all should have been saying shit about this a long time ago. Some of you were, but not enough. And what I mean is, just talking about the overall force feeding of agendas, if you know what I'm saying. This isn't an anti-LGBT video. So again, I always got to say that, because a lot of people will sit here and say that I'm homophobic, which again, I don't even know what that word means anymore. But in your context, the SJW context, I understand what you're trying to say, which that's untrue. What I gathered from this video, what I immediately thought about was my man Jordan Peterson. And a lot of people were trying to crucify this dude because he said this, I think maybe 2 years ago, when he was talking about, I forget what they have in Canada. I think it's called Article C16 or B16. I forget what it's called. I know it's something 16, where they're trying to push legislature in order for people to use certain language when it comes to dealing with transgenders and whatnot. And he said, nah, I'm not abiding by that bullshit. And people were labeling this guy transphobic and homophobic and Nazi and all this stuff that really don't mean anything today. But he openly said, listen, I don't have any problem with people that want to live that life, or, that change their body or their appearance. He goes, yeah, that's all well and good, but don't tell me that you have to use certain language you have to use this language, or else what? You know, there's, but the or else is they're trying to put people in jail and have like real repercussions like fines. But the furthest extent so far is jail. And this is happening in UK. Canada is entertaining this bullshit. And the reason I thought about Jordan Peterson is because you look at that panel, uh, which all consists of, you know, you had on the Breakfast Club, you got Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. And the panel, let's just put it this way, they were all men in the room except for Angela Yee. Let's just put it like that. All right. But you had Malik Yoba sitting there talking at one point, and you had one Negro, the one at that far end of the panel, by Charlamagne the God. I think his name was Daniel John or something David John or Johnson or something. Malik Yoba, he said something to the extent of, he goes, you know, when a natural woman is born and she lives that life. And then this clown, this David, Daniel John, whatever his name is, this clown turned around and said, no. When they're assigned a gender at birth, when a doctor assigns them a gender at birth, and then Malik Yoba, you can see him, he's like, huh? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, no, you have to say they're assigned a gender. What? How? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You're assigned a gender. When you're born, you either have a dick and balls or you have a vagina. You're not assigned anything. The doctor doesn't just pick and choose. No, it is. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you do after that, that's your business. You understand? Like, stop this. And that's what made me think about this. And Malik Yoba sat there and actually entertained the shit. He goes, oh, all right, brother, I'm learning. So what is it I'm supposed to say? So he's like, the doctor assigned the doctor assigns the gender. So he goes, say that. So then he says it. Then he goes, oh, what else do I have to say? And in reference to the woman leading her life as a natural woman, she goes, I forget what this dude said. He said something to her, and she was forced or something. I couldn't even take it. I really couldn't take it. It was that bad. I just thought about Jordan Peterson. This shit is coming for y'all. And I'm telling you, if you don't mobilize and you don't stand up and say, hey, listen, do what you got to do. You want to live a certain lifestyle? Great. Cool. But don't sit here like my girl Judge Judy says. I love her. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? And look, I have gay people that follow me, and I don't know if I have a trans people that follow me or anything like that, but you know, you got to understand, like, this shit is getting too fucking far. You know what I mean? Like, love y'all. Again, you know, I got nothing against you. Got nothing against you, like how you want to live, anything, but stop the nonsense, all right? Stop the bullshit. Do your thing, live your life, enjoy your life. You deserve respect. You deserve to basic human rights. You deserve to live, love life, and enjoy your pursuit for happiness. You deserve all of that. But don't bother other people by impeding on their free speech. Please don't do that. That's an extreme no-no. But just want to throw that out there quick. That's my thoughts on me watching just a small segment of that shit. I don't think I'm gonna go through and finish watching that bullshit. And Charlamagne the God, you're a fucking cuck, bro. For you sitting there and say, ooh, your nails are fire. Dude, stop with the emotional validation. Stop that bullshit. You know, you just saying that shit to sound nice and all that. Stop it. I mean, Charlamagne cucked out a long time ago, so I'm kind of not surprised about that shit. But anyway, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Please upvote my shit. We got to fight this YouTube algorithm. Share my fucking video. That's it. Peace, bitches.